All right, today we're going to go over a couple examples of solving systems of inequalities. These two examples come right off your worksheet that you'll be doing. So we're going to start with number 3 here. So I'm going to go ahead and graph this first inequality. So my y-intercept is 2, and my slope is 1 over 2. So up 1, right 2. Can do that a few times. I can also go down 1 and left 2 and get some points that way. Now that one is y less than or equal to. When it's less than or equal to, we need a solid line for that graph. So go ahead and put my solid line in there. Now the other thing we need to do for each one of these is we need to decide which side of the line we need to shade. So I'm going to pull this inequality here. I'm going to put 0, 0 in there. Since our line does not go through 0, 0, we can use that. So it'd be 0 for y, less than or equal to 1/2 times 0 plus 2. So I'm going to end up with 0 less than or equal to, well, 1/2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. Well, is 0 less than or equal to 2? Yes, it is. Okay, that is a true statement. So I need to shade the side of this line that contains 0, 0. So that would be shading below that line, I guess you could say. All right, next we're going to look at the other inequality, the y less than negative 2x minus 3. So my y-intercept is negative 3, so I'll make a point there. And then our slope is negative 2, which is the same as negative 2 over 1. So down 2, right 1. If I want to make some more points, instead of going down 2 and right 1, I can go up 2 and left 1 and make some points here. So I got plenty of points there. Now this time, our line is a dashed line. Again, because it's just less than. So we'll go ahead and grab a dashed line here. And make that. Okay, again, we have to decide which side of the line we should shade. So again, I'm going to take that y less than negative 2x minus 3. I'm going to use 0, 0 because it's easy to use and it's not on the line. So we're going to have 0 less than negative 2 times 0 minus 3. So we'll have 0 less than, again, negative 2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So now is 0 less than negative 3? Well, that's a false statement. So I need to shade the side of this line that does not contain 0, 0. So I'm going to shade more to the left, I guess you could say, on this one. Okay? So now we can go ahead and complete our shading. So we need to be kind of below the 1 line, I guess you could say, and to the left of the dashed line. So we'll go ahead and shade that area. So we'd be shading this area right here. Would be our shaded area. Go ahead and shade that in. So again, any point in the shaded area would make both of those inequalities true. All right, we'll move on to number 6 here. So this time we have y is greater than or equal to 2/3 x plus 3. And we have y greater than negative 4/3 x minus 3. So let's look at the first one, the top one. My y-intercept is 3. I'll make my point there. My slope is 2/3, so from the y-intercept, I can go up 2 and right 3. Make another point. If I wanted to make some more points here, I could go down 2 and left 3 and make another one. Now that is a greater than or equal to, so that means we need a solid line for that one. So we'll go ahead and put a solid line in there. And again, I need to decide which side of this line I should shade. So again, it doesn't go through 0, 0, so we'll use 0, 0. So I'm going to put a 0 in for y, greater than or equal to 2/3 times 0 plus 3. So 2/3 times 0, of course, is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So we get 0 greater than or equal to 3. Well, that is a false statement. So again, that means we're going to shade the side of the line that does not have 0, 0. So in this case, we'd kind of be shading, I guess you could say, above that line. Okay, our other line is y greater than -4/3 x minus 3. So I'll go down to -3 for my y-intercept. Now my slope is -4/3. But as you can see on my graph, I don't have room to go down 4 and right 3. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go up 4 and left 3. So 1. And I have another point right there. Now this one, again, is greater. It is not greater than or equal to. So this one, we need a dashed line for this one. Extend our dash line here a little. All right, and again, we need to decide which side of this line we should shade. So again, we'll test 0, 0. So I'm going to put a 0 in for y is greater than -4/3 times 0 minus 3. So we're going to have 0 greater than, again, -4/3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 3 is -3. So we get 0 greater than -3, which is a true statement. So because it's a true statement, I need to shade the side of this line that does contain 0, 0. So we're going to be shading, I guess you could say, above that line. So we need to be kind of above and to the right of the dashed line and above and to the left of the solid line. So we are looking at this area right up here. So this is where our shading would be. Okay, so there's number 3 and number 6 for you. Go ahead and complete the rest. Good luck.